All right, so now we're gonna do a tan wash, which is 12 parts water, 1 part paint. It's my first time doing a tan wash, so we'll see kind of how it goes. So any brush will work. I just had this brush on hand that I've had around the house when I painted like cabinets and things of that nature. And what I'm doing is just getting it kind of damp with the water and the paint, and I'm getting every single crack and crevice. And I'm leaving this on the piece here for no longer than a minute or so, just because this paint does dry pretty fast. I just use Home Depot Behr paint, and I just got like the sample, amount, because it's 12 parts water, 1 part paint. So you really don't need any paint at all. Honestly, this helps you save a lot of money when you're trying to, flip furniture and you want the furniture to still look good. You just do a tan wash, and I'm just wiping off every single crack and crevice. Here, I'm getting the top. Notice how I'm going in long strokes here. The reason I do that is because you don't want to leave like those brush marks in between. So you kind of want to fill up the whole piece. You can do this in sections if you wanted to as well. That way it doesn't feel overwhelming. Trust me, this is my first time doing this. And then I left it on there for about a minute or so, and then just also wiped it off in just one motion, just like that. You don't want to stop in the middle. You don't want to leave little marks, because the paint will dry, and then you'll have those paint like kind of rag marks, which is what you don't want as well. Here in the front, it's the same process as the top. Here, you just kind of want to do each section as you go. The reason for that is because if you start to fill up an entire section, right? Pretend I did the whole top and then the side as well. Well, the side will dry, and then it'll dry super ugly, and then I got to sand it off. So it's just way too much work. So just working in sections. The whole thing with tan washing is you just want to work in sections as you go. Kind of just take it slow. Do one drawer at a time if you need to. This whole process, I know this is sped up, but this whole process only took me about 20 minutes or so to tan wash, right? In comparison to painting, it's gonna take you a lot longer. You gotta wait, you gotta, wait for the coats to dry, you gotta sand in between. So tan washing is a great alternative. And it also leaves that raw wood look that's kind of in style. I call it like cottage core. So that's exactly, the kind of look I was going for, especially because I'm adding like the gold hardware. And it's kind of that brush gold. So it's gonna give that effect of the cottage core. So I really loved the way this came out. Again, notice how I'm just wiping it off as soon as I put it on, and it kind of just leaves that little tan light color. Here, you definitely want to put on your clear coat. You want to be as good as possible with your clear coat, because the clear coat kind of makes or breaks a piece. I've had times where I've sprayed a piece and you can see the entire clear coat marks on the top. That's where I have, I guess my biggest problem is with spraying the top and having those clear coat marks show. So that's where I want to kind of be the most efficient. But I did clear coat this twice, let it dry in between. This is most likely my second clear coat here that I'm putting on, and it dries pretty fast being here in Arizona. So that's fairly nice. I don't have to wait for it to dry forever, so I can right away go in and actually do my second coat. And you could sand in between coats as well to give you that smooth finish. Here I'm just explaining what hardware I'm going to put on. This is one of my favorite types of hardware. This is the final look at the dresser. This is what we were going for, and this is what we ended up with. I'm so happy how it turned out. I'm so happy I went with the more higher end hardware. It definitely makes a difference. You can feel the sturdiness of it. It just feels amazing. It's just such a beautiful piece. It's a statement piece for sure. And I'm just so excited to get this to the new owners and, make sure they love it. And it's just a beautiful piece, my gosh. I just love it so much. I'm so grateful for all of you guys, and so excited to start on a million other pieces and get it done. Thank you guys so much for coming along the journey. Let me know how I did. I'm just so grateful for you guys. Thank you. This definitely hit the mark, what I was going for. It definitely has that feeling of the cottage core. This didn't look beautiful in somebody's house. This is just a statement piece if you put it in your house. I definitely love the wood grain, how it shows. Give me a follow and subscribe.